Let me make you guys sim for a second, okay? Please look at this. I use a lot of layers. Let me just, yes. Hello everyone. This video is a kind of thing that I don't think I've actually seen around YouTube yet. You know how artists usually do sketchbook tours? Like traditional artists will draw in their sketchbooks, and then when they're done with it, or halfway through or whatever, they will do a sketchbook tour. And I kind of thought about like how you can't really do that if you're like a mainly digital artist. I was thinking like, but wait, I use Procreate and I have a whole gallery of artworks. So that's what I wanted to show you today. We're just gonna look at my gallery and talk about some of the art. We're gonna start from the bottom because that's kind of the older folders that I use. And like, as you can see, I have a lot of folders and a lot of artworks in the folders. I wanted to commemorate this epic moment in history before I delete a lot of those artworks. We got some of the stuff that I did in college, and then some of the stuff for the games we made. I studied game design, in case you didn't know, for a year, and then I left. This is some more of that stuff. We actually had like a character design task, but as you can see, I use a lot of layers. Like, a lot of layers. I've gotten a lot better about layers since then, because it's been like it's been a year since I've been to college. Over a year since I've been to college. And I really got to work on my perfectionism, because perfectionism is like the main reason why I have so many layers on everything, because I'm just like scared that I will mess something up and then have no way to go back anymore. So I tend to mediate that by using a fuck ton of layers. Okay, then we have like the 2D game stuff, which is pretty boring, so I won't go into that. The game folder is actually my like application for the college, so we had to make a game by ourselves. It didn't have to be like a complete game or something, but I made a visual novel and designed like characters for it and stuff, and like an airship. They just like fascinate me. They look so cool. The thought of being free and being on the ocean and just doing whatever the fuck you want, basically. I really like that. And so I tend to like go back to that theme a lot. Because I made sprites. Oh yeah, expressions. Is this the one? We got the different expressions. Yeah, she's like happy, drunk, kind of confused, and annoyed. And I have that for like all of these characters. I also made some like background art. I really like this one. It's kind of like dreamy. I usually don't like draw that many backgrounds, so this is kind of like a special piece. The practice folder is like old studies of like photographs or screenshots and stuff. This one is like, I tried to draw something in Lois's style because she's an amazing painter. The next folder is the streaming folder. There's not really that much to be said about it. It's honestly just where I dump stuff that's for YouTube, so like sprites, thumbnails, that kind of stuff. Here you can see my epic sprite talking, wow. Okay, then we got the SUI folder, which if you're on my channel, you're probably there because of this animatic, I would assume. But yeah, I made this Scaramouche animatic to the song Suck It Up, to the cover version. Because Procreate has a very unfortunate layer limit, I am forced to kind of split all of the parts up into like smaller sections, so I can't just make the whole animatic in one canvas. I have to like make separate things for it. You have like the sequenced versions, some reference stuff, yeah, and then, you know, the animated stuff. I basically have like a separate canvas for all of the scenes that happen within the animatic, which is one of the unfortunate downsides of Procreate, because I do like to use layers, and the layer limit has been my biggest pain ever since I started like specifically animatics, or when I do more elaborate artworks. Then the Bitch folder. It's actually like two things. It's the like Scaramouche Bitch animatic, and also the one where he has the knife, and then Raiden is like, no. This is like the storyboard version, I guess. Scaramouche just on a skateboard laughing. The Ido boob animatic. But yeah, I made some funny haha faces for that. Alright, the Monster Animatic. Now, for this one I actually didn't use that many separate canvases. I guess like there wasn't too much separate imagery. I still really love the colors that I used for this, because like they just look so tasty. Like I just want to eat the colors, you know? And then we also got the thumbnail, which honestly I'm very proud of. It looks very nice. Next up we got the yeah animatic, which is NLC animatic, and if you want to you can check it out. I'm totally gonna like put links or whatever in the description. Basically just a friend's OC fawning over my OC Dusa, because she yes. Let me make you guys sim for a second, okay? Please look at this. Yes. And then we have the disaster folder, which disaster AU is an AU of me and a friend. Mostly me, honestly. It's my AU, but they're like helping me along a little bit, which is about this stupid ass man, this ugly motherfucker, this ugly man who is a horrible person, and I love him and I hate him. Look at him. He could like cut you with every part of his body because he's so goddamn edgy. Of course, we also got some like unfinished stuff. This is like from the era where I was like desperately trying to achieve League of Legends splash art level, which if you don't know, the League of Legends splash arts are not made by one person, and they're also not like made in a single day or something. I don't know how long exactly they take, but it has to be like at least 80 hours or something. And I was trying to do that for a while, all on my own. And let me tell you, it drove me crazy and it made me hate art, so eventually I stopped trying to do that. But yeah, this is why I never finished it, because I got so frustrated and like anxious and perfectionistic that I just didn't want to finish it. Maybe I'll finish it in the future and like not focus on making it perfect, because I still really like the lines. Like the line art is pretty damn good. Then we have the random folder, which is where I basically throw everything that doesn't belong anywhere else. We got cine line art. Oh yeah, we got the communist era, where all of my friends, like, we made communist profile pictures for the hell of it, dude. McDonald's profile pictures, which is just, I think, Sahir and Jimbo. Yeah, look at him. There you go, look at this boy, he's so perfect, god. Alright, the commissions folder. This is like a lot of the commissions I've done recently. Actually, kind of old, some of them. But yeah, I'm very lucky. I have some people who commission me somewhat frequently, and I'm very thankful for those. And like, especially if it's beefy men, because I just like, this is comfort drawing for me. This is a drawing where I'm like 500% comfortable drawing it, and I don't need to worry about anything, because muscles are just like easy to draw for me in a way, and they just look good. Like, I don't have to put a lot of effort into making them look good. They just look good. And of course I started taking Genshin Splash commissions recently. They let me draw some things that I usually wouldn't draw, like, you know, the random like ice and rocks. That's not something that I would draw just normally, but for these commissions it's very fun. And next up we have the stack, which I am very sure it's gonna be censored in the final version of this video because it's the stack. Like, I can't show you this, I'm sorry. I can show you one thing, which is a collab I did with a good friend and very, very, very good artist. His name is Sinna, and he makes incredibly tasty art. He made the lines for this, I did the coloring, and we wanted to make an ass mouse pad of Jimbo, but we haven't managed to get it done yet. It's kind of like hard finding manufacturers in the EU. It's been put on hold, but I still really want a Jimbo ass mouse pad, and so whenever I figure out all this stuff where I can actually get them done, then there will be a Jimbo ass mouse pad, and I might even offer it up for sale. Okay, so the Doodles folder is a little bit interesting because unlike the other folders, this is like a folder where I put like my actual normal art, even though it's called Doodles. But this is literally just where I put art from like probably 2020. It's just a bunch of epic art and cursed art. Very cursed art. I think this is probably the era where I like really started to figure out how Procreate works and actually made good use of it and started doing epic lighting and stuff. I just feel like it's kind of been fun for me to experiment with more non-traditional lighting setups. I don't know, it just kind of looks cool. This is all like so old, like his face looks so weird back then, and like my lines are so thick and stuff, and I don't really know how to shade yet because this took me like ages to shade, and now it would take me like probably not even an hour to shade this. Oh yeah, and then we got Deus chillin' in a bar. This one is very epic actually. I rarely do backgrounds like that anymore. A birthday drawing for Cammy of Jimbo falling through the air like a bean baby. Look at him. God, he's precious. It's a little baby. And we also got some Bastard Men feat Aster, because he exists and he's horrible and I hate him, but I will still draw him because I also love him. The Live 2D folder is basically where I put things that are supposed to go into Live 2D later, like little Jimbo over here. You can see him on screen right now. But this is where Jimbo was born, and he is precious and he is good. Well, no, Jimbo wasn't born there, but Live 2D Jimbo was born there. And then we also have the expressions folder, which is where I put all of the extra stuff that I made after finishing the Jimbo model. Okay, now we are getting to the more recent artwork. This is 2021 art. Alright, let's scroll down. We are starting out with some wholesome, you know, just dumb man himbos. Jimbo, Deus, and Puppy being precious little beans. And then we go over to the You Got That animatic, which, in case you haven't seen it and you like beefy men, you should probably go watch it. Like, go watch it. Please. Please go watch it. Yeah, this is one of those drawings that I put, like, way too much effort into. But it looks good, so you know, what can you say? Oh, and then we have the start of the Genshin era. This is pretty much from when I started playing Genshin, when the Zhao banner came up for the first time. Then of course we got some nice Dusa art, and you know, she has a nice necklace. Yeah, I don't think I need to say anything about this one. Then we also got some epic Beigwang art, and holy shit, the line art is incredibly thin. Like, I don't even do that anymore. I don't do this crazy insane thin lines. Here we have Baiju and the snake that is totally not a Furby. And this is completely normal. Nothing to worry about. Oh yeah, good. Yeah, give us some more juice. Yeah, let me just Yes, good. I agree, good. Ooh, we got this like random concept for a Raiden drawing that I never actually finished. But man, this thumbnail right here, god, it's so pretty. Like, ooh, tasty. And thus starts the era of the Harbingers. So Senora is a character that I really like, despite her kicking Venti, which, you know, many people hate her for, but actually I like her for it because she's savage, and if you know the lore, you know the lore. We got a scary Scaramouche stealing the noses. Yeah, look at him. Okay, Dotori, this Dotori artwork is such a vibe, honestly. Like, I don't even know what to say about it, I just really like it. Dotori is another character that I love. You can tell I really like the Harbingers, except for Child. I don't like Child. And like, I don't think he will be playable, but I do hope that we will get like a really epic boss battle with him, and like some creepy as hell cutscenes. Like, imagine if you're just in game playing, you enter this random facility or something, and then Dotori looks at you like this, and he's like, "Ooh, my test subject," and then you die. That would be kind of epic, not gonna lie. We got some modern Scaramouche design, which I made actually with the intent of like doing it as a cosplay, and I have like some of the stuff here. It doesn't really look exactly the same, and I decided against trying to make this coat. But I would say I do have a pretty good Scaramouche cosplay, and I had to cut the wig myself. Because I ordered a Scaramouche wig, but it was way too long, and so I spent probably like 20 hours cutting it until it was perfect, and I'm actually very happy with how it turned out. Yeah, look at him, he's such a good boy. Such a good boy, look at him. Such a little precious baby with good underwear. Yeah, he's a good boy, he's a good little baby. And here we have the start of the Ito drip marketing. Ito is a character that I didn't know I needed in my life, but like, he's dumb, he's beefy, he fits perfectly into the himbo trope, so obviously I had to draw him and then get him in game, and I'm very glad I got him because he's actually pretty OP. And this is Sahir and Aster being bastards together. Sahir is a character of my friend Sinna, and I love him, and he's great, and these two are just horrible bastards, even though Sahir is more like a gremlin. Aster is like the edgy evil bastard. And Sahir is more like gremlin bastard. I just love drawing Aster because he's such like, he has such edgy features. It's like really fun for me to draw. Sucrose. I think this was a drawing for her birthday, and then we emerge into the era of the rope drawings. So in case you don't follow like my Instagram, I had a series of rope drawings in December, so all of these like rope drawings were made within December. I kind of tried making one every second day, which was a challenge, but I definitely managed it. So yeah, we got a bunch of sexy rope drawings of a lot of different Genshin characters, and these were very fun to make, yeah. Although the ropes are like very tedious to draw. But you know, sometimes you gotta sacrifice. Sometimes you just gotta accept. Oh yeah, this one is supposed to be upside down, by the way, so... Albedo looking kinda good, kinda sus. A lot of people found me through this series, and I'm very happy. It makes me happy that a lot of people liked the series so much. Of course, we got Scaramouche too, looking very upset at the ropes. He doesn't like being bound by anything. Kokobi looking like the mermaid she is. Beto, yes, Beto, yes, good, thank you. The Raiden drawing, and then, of course, if you see the ropes going from her sister Makoto into the void, and you look at the next drawing, you see maybe they are actually connected. Maybe Scaramouche is bound to Makoto through the gnosis, but who knows? We don't know. We don't know yet, but we will hopefully find out, because I want to see this dude again. Thank you. And then the last one of the rope series is Dainsleif. He's actually also one of my favorite characters, but I don't think I've properly drawn him before, so this is like the first drawing I have of him. He's looking edgy, looking like an angsty man. And then to finish off the year, we have another random Deus who looks like a bastard. His face is kind of weird, his nose is kind of long, but you know, we all make mistakes, it's fine. And thus we move to the newest folder, which is the year of 2022. And it's still kind of empty, but for the fact that it's only like February, I think I still drew a lot. So first of all, I made a character sheet for Deus because he just needed it. He's been such a like main OC, I feel like, for me. And I just have such a like solid grasp on him and on his personality, and I felt like he just deserved it. And also it was kind of great because you know, I needed something as a reference for my commissions so that I can offer character sheet commissions, and so I made this. And you know, I also got the almost naked version because gotta have the scars. I didn't have a reference for the scars. I didn't really ever take the time to map them out properly, so I decided I would just do that with this drawing. And yes, now this man has properly placed scars that aren't just random every time I draw him. Ooh, and then we have the Shenhe era. Shenhe is a character who I really love. I love her personality. I love her design so much. And then we have the Genjanosi that I made that a lot of people actually really love, which made me very happy. I made her a little sheet, and yes, she's supposed to be from Sumeru. She's a Hydro Catalyst, another Hydro Catalyst. She's kind of like a DPS healer kind of deal. Alright, we got our Rosaria drawing. I don't really have much to say about this one. I just like Rosaria. And next up, we have the Gun Scaramouche drawing. This one has got to be a favorite of mine. I think it gets this like annoyed vibe across. Like, I imagined he would be talking to Signora or something, and like Signora wouldn't shut up about some random ass shit, and he would just be like ready to shoot himself or somebody else just to, you know, not have to listen to her anymore. And then we have the most recent drawing that I finished a couple days ago, which is another Aster drawing. A very epic Aster drawing that I spent a lot of time on, and which is on a pretty big canvas. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I'm really happy with how much of bastard he is. I'm just very happy with all of the little details. Like, I love this little lighter. It's so nice. This was my epic Procreate sketchbook tour, because digital artists deserve to have sketchbook tours that aren't sketchbook tours. I just wanted to show some of my art for the last time before I delete some of it. And don't worry, I still like have normal image versions of the files, but I just won't have the, you know, layered files. But it's really necessary because my iPad is, it's sweating a little bit. It's sweating. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more of my art. I would honestly be very happy about it. Hopefully I'll be doing some more art streams in the future, as well as some Genshin streams, you know, and animatics, and all the fun stuff that I do on this channel. Let me know your thoughts about my drawings in the comments if you want to, or just say whatever you want to say, honestly. I'm just happy to hear what you guys think. So that's it. Goodbye, everyone.